From every strand on the line of your reel, to the rods, to the anglers, to the lures on the end of your hook, let's talk about those big bass here on Co-Angler's Corner with your hosts, Rob Welch and John Stoudinger.
Good evening, everybody. This is John.
Hi, y'all. Arcade Rob here hanging out with you. John's got a little bit of delay, so he's kind of working through it, so apologize for that, but we always have some little technical difficulty. We always work through it. So
yeah, I'm gonna be working on stuff behind the scenes and try to figure stuff out because it's annoying the heck out of me.
I no rhyme or reason, man. I don't know. I'm not a technical guru, but look who's done a made appearance. Nuke, turn it up. Let's go. Hey, what's up, Nuke?
Hey, we're going, brother. We're going.
Yep,
all right, so it's
John's got to put the antenna with the aluminum foil up there or something. I don't know.
maybe I'll get my aluminum foil hat.
that shows me how old I am.
So the government can't spy on me.
Mm-hmm. True.
But no, tonight Rob and I are going to be storytelling a little bit. So
yep,
bear
and,
with us.
Yep, and you guys are welcome to chime in. Y'all got anything to add or any funny stories? Hey, feel free to chime in. So, yeah, me and John both, man, we've been around the block a time or 12, and we've seen some crazy stuff, been in some crazy situations, been in some funny situations, been in some weird situations, so it's all good.
Yeah, we're here having fun, talking, trying to figure stuff out as we go. Storytelling means pics or it don't count.
Hey, some of these stories was pre-cell phone, man, so there wasn't no cell phone camera. So
and thank goodness they were pre-cell phone camera.
Yeah, because I'd have been in a lot of trouble with my parents, and won't go down that road. But anyway.
Yeah. So I guess I'm trying to, since I can't talk right. Tonight's program we're talking about fishing stories.
Yep, travel stories, tournament stories, all that fun stuff.
So, do you want to start? Or do you want me to?
No, I can start. It's good. I said I've had a pretty good season this season. I've finished further in points. I thought it was. I finished 4th, and so I've had some pretty good tournaments. And I guess I'll start first tournament of the year in Bass Nation. I'm on the Ohio River, and we had to reschedule from another lake to Ohio River because it was too high and they had to cancel it anyway. So I fished with an older gentleman, great guy, has an old Ranger boat, and so it was going well. And then, of course, coming back, going out, water's high and muddy, but it's kind of calm. Of course, come back, we got 3 to 4 foot rollers, and it is what it is. And so coming back, he's kind of hugging the bank, where it's a little calmer, because we speared a couple waves. Of course, being a co, when you got a single console and you spear a wave, that water hits the console and goes right at you. Yep. So I was pretty much soaked and dried out a couple times before we got back. But anyway, so we're going there, and there's this little concrete building on the right. We're on the right bank, and I see it, and I figure, it's some old building they don't use. And it was probably 25, 30 yards in front of us. There's a thing of water, it's like a wall of water comes up. Kid you not. Me and my partner look at each other like, the hell was that? And no buoys, no signs, we're like, did we just see that? And we slow down, and we kind of go out, and we get beside the little concrete building that says, caution, discharges, stay within, don't come within like 100 feet or something. I'm like, well, they could have had some buoys or something out there. I mean, but it was weird, man. It was really strange. So, but yeah, that was kind of a weird tournament to start the season off with. And I say it's one of those situations where, you never you're on the river and this wall of water just comes up 20 foot wide, about 30 foot high, and just goes swoosh, and we're like, what the what the heck was that? I mean, and then some other guys in the middle of the channel. We was the only ones at there, but it was. We was a little closer. It'd been a little hairier, but it was definitely weird. But yeah. I mean, that's part of the gig. Sometimes you get some weird stuff happen.
But yeah, it's not too bad.
Yep.
But it can be dangerous, water, boats. No, I think, up here, people have a tendency to spear waves.
Yeah.
And so we're going along, and being a co-angler, what am I doing? I'm just hitting buttons over here. Sorry, guys. And we spear a wave.
Oof.
Yeah, and it's October and it's kind of cold, and all of a sudden we spear it, we stop, everything's okay, get ready to take off, and guy goes, "Where's my trolling motor?" And we look, gone, disappeared.
Oh heck. Not good. That's not good.
No, but it's like, where's my troll?
Wow. It didn't hear it or see it get ripped off. That's even more amazing.
Yeah, and it was a good thing that we couldn't. I don't know. But, yeah.
That's weird. I know there was a FLW tournament when I was in that time, and the water was high, and a couple guys hit some logs. I know there's one pro now. I think he's in BPT anyway. He ripped, I think, one or both of his power poles in the back off, and the guys with hit a log, and luckily we didn't do major damage. And yeah, that was a weird tournament. My boater broke down, and we was like, oh well, I guess we're fishing this creek today. And actually, he did pretty good. I caught it decent, and he caught them pretty good, and had to catch a ride one of the other guys, and actually one of the guys we had on the show not long ago. But yeah, it was a weird day, but finished up good, and he's got I have to go get his truck, bring it to him. I had to pick him up at Conley Bottom, and there's a little 1-lane road, and it's narrow as heck, and I'm in this dually, and there's boats coming the every way and cars. I'm like, whew. But a little nerve wracking, but it is what it is. Yeah, I always get my boater. I don't know about you, but in the morning, you launch your boater off, and you go park the truck, and come back and give them the key, and everything go good. It's, oh yeah, I got you parked up here in the middle. It says, man, I did good. I only hit 2 or 3 cars and 1 trailer. And I kind of judge their reaction how days go. Most time they laugh and just, they but I ain't nobody, give me that evil eye look. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Let's see. Along that line, as far as messing with the boater, I was fishing with my buddy Steve, and we were practicing for a tournament. And he says, "Where do you think we should go?" I'm like, "Home. This lake sucks."
Yeah.
And he goes, "We don't have much choice. It's we're gonna have to be here tomorrow." I'm like, yep. You're gonna have to be here tomorrow. I'm a going. I can go home whenever I want.
Yep. Pretty much.
He goes, "Yeah, but the sad thing is I'm your ride home, so you're not gonna be able to go anywhere." I'm like, damn.
Yeah. Speaking of that, we had me and our good buddy Coach. I think we was in a BFL regional one time at Wheeler, and it was cold and it was rough waves. And luckily, I had a kind of a guy, an older bass cat, and he, was easing through the waves. He was feathering. Well, poor Coach, he got some young kid in a barred boat, and kid's wide open. And he was about to say, "Hey, just let me off the bank. Rob, come get me later." But it made it even worse because when we started out, we're in this little cove. Of course, there's like 50, 60 boats, whatever it was that day. And this catfish boat, all blacked out, it's got like a big center console it's covered. Yep. He goes right through the middle of us and like sits out like right in front of where we're launching out at. And it's just weird. And he goes right through the middle of us, and I guess being it's kind of dark, and one guy like got on plane and he landed on top of that boat. And I think I launched out right before it happened. But coach like seen the whole thing, and like they were still calling out numbers. And he was already on edge, kind of anxious, and that happened. And but yeah, I think maybe the guy in the boat maybe broke his leg, but that was the worst. But yeah, there were sirens, and they just kept calling numbers. They didn't like pause or nothing. And so I think he was already on a little high anxiety anyway. That didn't help. And then the kid was just wide open. He had one speed wide open. And but I got lucky. I had a pretty good guy. I was kind of worried about him. It was kind of a weird, in tournaments you get some weird coincidences. Never happens. So I called this guy the night before, and he's driving from like Indiana or Illinois, and he's driving down to Alabama, and he's like driving. Like time he pulls up, it's time for tournament. I'm like, man, are you gonna be okay? So, oh yeah, I'm a Marine. I can handle it. I said, oh yeah, okay. So he shows up, and I looked at the boat, and I'm like, man, that boat looks familiar. And it was the same boat I was in the year before at I think it was regionals at Knoxville. And the guy had sold it to him, and it was the same boat. And I took a picture and texted the guy I was with. I said, man, look what I'm fishing today. He just laughed. But just one of those strange coincidences, It's just like that. I told the guy I was with, I said, man, I should have bought a lotto ticket, but nice boat. I mean, it's red, white, and blue wrap, so I knew he left it wrapped like that. So, but it's pretty cool. We had a good day and bounced around, caught a few fish here and there. But it's just weird coincidence that I was on the same boat as I was the year before at a different boater. So it's kind of weird, but it's still good. I had a good day, and I still friends with both guys, and so it's all good.
Yep. Diehard Angler app says, good evening, everyone. Hey, and congratulations to you, sir. You hit a huge milestone with your views. Congratulations.
Absolutely. Jared, man, he's a hard worker, man. I mean, he's always posting, man. One of the hardest workers in social media. Jared, man, you deserve it, man. Congrats to you, my friend.
Yes. And another name we haven't seen in a while, Rick Amato. Welcome back, brother.
Hey, what's going on, Rick? Hope everything's good down your way, man. Hope you're staying cool and get a little air conditioner and get on the water a little bit. I know it's brutal down your way.
Yes. And you can keep it. Die hard. You're welcome, brother. Keep up the great work.
Absolutely.
So
let's see. I got the logo on here somewhere. Yep, there it is. Whoop. There it is. Die hard.
There it is.
I know it's there somewhere.
Yeah. So we're fishing. I'm fishing a BASS Open on St. Lawrence River. Day one, I'm out there fishing with a guy, and he ended up fishing in the NPFL for a couple years, and
cool.
Realized it was too expensive, and decided to take up hunting, and now he's a guide. But anyways, we're fishing, and he's like, "How you doing back there?" And I'm like, not too bad. I got a couple fish." And he's like, "All right." So about half an hour later, he's like, "Dude, you're not calling for the net." I'm like, "I don't need it. They're just coming in the boat for me, nice and easy."
Yeah.
He goes, "What do you got, about 10, 12 pounds?" I said, "I don't know. I think right now I got about 17, 18. He's like, "What?" He goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm just casting out there and bringing my bait in. They're biting it. I'm setting the hook and reeling them in." And I said to him, I go, "You're getting too I think you're getting too fixated on the forward facing sonar."
Yeah.
I go, "Because if I'm looking at the side scan, and about 20, 30 yards off the side of the boat, there's a ditch that runs through, or a channel."
Yeah.
And I said, "I'm casting past that channel, bringing it through, and as it's coming and before it breaks, I'm getting hit. And I ended up with 20. I had 25 something, but I had a couple dead fish. It brought me down to 24 something.
Oh man.
And he ended up with 17, 18 pounds. Next day, I get a guy out of Canada. We get ready to launch the boat. All of a sudden, this trim doesn't work.
Oh man.
Yeah, so he's backing down, and all you hear is.
Not a good sound.
No. He's like, well, let's keep going. I'm like, dude, that's your boat. I'm not. And first thing he says is we get the boat launched, and he says we need to change the prop. I said, isn't that easier to do out of the water?
Yeah,
He
usually.
goes, yeah. He said, yes, it is. So we get out of the water, put the boat on the trailer, get out of the water. He changed the prop, proceeds to do the same exact damn thing.
Oh man.
Ruins another prop. I'm like, dude, do you just want to text and say, we're not going to make it? I said,
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm okay with it. I mean,
Yeah.
No, I didn't want the guy ruining. I mean, he already ruined the skag.
Yep.
2 props. And he's like, no, we can figure it out. So about 4 hours later, we start fishing.
Oh man, half a day gone.
Oh, over half.
Yeah.
I mean, we were 45 minutes late blast off because of that.
Oh.
It just, I'm like, man, I hope this guy makes it home. And I get a phone call after the tournament. He was driving back to Canada.
Right.
Couldn't get back into Canada.
What?
Because he needed a COVID documentation, so he had to come back.
Oh, jeez, man.
He just had a rough one, man. It's just,
Yeah. Gotta get better from there, dude. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah. So after that, I hadn't seen him at any opens or seen his name on the weigh-ins or anything. So I think he's basically.
He's still recovering.
Yeah.
Oh man. Got a quick comment from Rick.
Sorry to see Big Jim ended the channel. Any thoughts? I'm not sure who he's talking about.
Yeah, I do. He's a guy in Nashville, and he used to do a lot of stuff on sonar. Great guy. I mean, I met him at Del Hollow.
Okay.
Yeah, Rick, I kind of seen that coming when he sold his boat, and he didn't buy a new boat, and I was like, But yeah, I think he'll come back around. But yeah, sorry to see Big Jim go. Always got a great attitude, and yeah, Jim's a great guy. So one way or another, I think he'll still be around one way or another. But yeah, I did see that he had his last podcast the other night, or I think he's gonna do one more and leave all his channels up for like another month. But yeah, he's a great guy, man. I enjoyed seeing him, and he is always cheerful. So he'll definitely be missed, but I think he'll come back around. I hope so.
Yeah, podcasting's fun.
It can be a little stressful.
No, now with a 3-second delay, and you're sitting there looking at yourself, and you're talking, but your mouth's not moving. It's like, what the heck?
Yeah, well, at least the power didn't go off or something. I've had that happen before.
Yep. Charles Abbott says, "Good evening, guys." Good evening.
Hey, Charles, what's going on, buddy?
I know it's nice and cool where you're at down in Texas.
Yep. But talking about the skeg, it's funny you say that. Is they had? Let's see. I think it's Del Hollow this year. I was at the BFL. Me and my boaters fished this marina, and I heard somebody dragging their skeg. This guy had a little John boat, and it was like, it's like fingernails on a chalkboard. And I'm like, good Lord. And he drug it like all the way across. And then like he started backing the boat, and it was going, bump, 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 bump. I was like, oh my Lord, dude, you're killing me. But yeah, I couldn't fish because that noise, just like, chalk fingernails on a chalkboard. So, and then talking about having issues like that, we talked a little bit before the show. I had a my old team partner, Mr. Steve. Lord rest his soul. I miss that man every day. He taught me a lot. But we fished this night tournament in this little lake close to me, and literally the weatherman said there's a 1% chance of rain tonight. And I was like, I don't need my rain gear. Yeah, big mistake. So anyway, we're fishing, and I see this little cloud way up north, like Lexington. I'm like, it'll stay up there. Well, it come right over us and just stopped, and I mean, it had a downpour. I was pruned, and then, of course we start going back, and his hydraulics go out on this motor. I'm like, so we're just like, it's a small lake, so it didn't take us long to get to the launch. But anyway, the next fun thing was, we get on the trailer and the motor's dragging. I'm trying to pull the motor up. I'm soaking wet. I'm trying to pull the motor up. He's trying to get the prop, the little prop stick in the motor. So it was a fun night. But it did turn out good because I think the next week he took it to a local dealer and his warranty on the motor had just run out. And Mercury, I think Mercury agreed to, I can't remember if they covered the warranty or covered the part. They met him halfway. So hats off to Mercury. That was pretty cool that they, didn't have to, but they did help my partner out, and he got his motor fixed, and so it did come out pretty good. But we still had a fun night, and we still laughed about it. Yeah, one night I'd have rain gear and 1% shot of rain, and we got soaked to the bone. I was pruned up to the next morning, I think. So guys, always bring your rain gear. And I don't know about you, John, but one thing I do, I always launch out, because of mist and the water and the wind. I always wear my rain stuff in the morning. Never rains, rarely. So it's good mojo.
Good for you, because it seems like every time I go out, it pours.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, Charles Abbott says U of L Raging Cajuns.
That's it. Charles knows, and it's funny. It's kind of my rival of my mom used to teach at Southern Miss, University of Southern Miss Golden Eagles, and my cousin. She coached the women's basketball there for a long time. But, yeah, I picked up, for those who don't know, I picked up the name Raging Cajun because I was born and raised kind of in that area. And then when I moved to Knoxville, me and my buddy always played fantasy football, and I just had the name Raising Cajuns, and it just kind of stuck. So I had that team name for like 10 years. So, anyway, little side note.
So,
Charles... Yeah, Charles is right on that. The worst is being wet and cold. I totally agree with that. Absolutely, man. That's especially if you get your face wet and cold and your behind wet and cold. That is the two worst. And your feet.
The feet's the worst.
Yeah.
Because you can stand there and bounce, and then your motor will yell at you for making too much noise.
Yep. And hey, Charles, funny you bring that up. Mr. Brett Favre did play at Southern Miss, and he played at Hancock Central. And guess who was playing football at the same time Brett Favre was our rival high school? And the guy never threw a long pass. He did little dump passes. His dad was a coach. He's like the old wing tee. But yeah, my closest I got to pros, I think me and my buddy tried to tackle him. He drug us for 10 yards. He's a big boy back then. He was like a linebacker playing quarterback. But yeah, they kicked our butts every time we played them. So, but yeah, he went to Southern Miss and started bombing the ball, and it was unreal. But yeah, and then I think his senior year there, he had a car wreck or something, and so a lot of teams backed off. But the Falcons got him, and then they traded him to Green Bay, and the rest is history.
Yep.
So, a little side story.
So our club used to fish a night tournament every year, and so we're out on Cuba Lake fishing, and I'm fishing with a good friend of mine, and he says net. I grab the net, go to scoop the fish up, come back, get the fish in the boat, and he's like, "Where's my rod?" And the handle of the reel was caught in the net. And so it was probably like 2001, 2002. And Shimano came out with this reel called the Calais.
Yep.
And it was $349. And then he had it on a Loomis rod.
Oh, no.
So I called my wife at the time, and I'm like, and she's like, are you coming to weigh in? She goes, yeah. I go, do me a favor. She's like, what the heck? Bring your checkbook. She goes, what happened? I said, I'll explain when they get here. So he didn't want anything, and I'm like, dude, I had to. So I ended up paying for most of it. I think I gave him $500 or something like that.
Oh man.
And we're at the meeting the next couple weeks later, and he says, if anybody needs any new equipment, take John with you.
Well, it's funny y'all can laugh about it afterwards.
Yeah.
But yeah, stuff like that happens, man. I mean,
it does.
There's sometimes, a rod will hit a stem piece of timber, and then zoop, there it goes. And it's always the deepest part of the lake. It's usually 60, 80 foot. But I do have a funny story. I've worked on the Army Ammo Depot here and had a fishing pass, and they had I think it was like a little 4-slip dock. Anyway, they had little John boats you could check out. You bring a motor, and you just have to bring your battery. Anyway, so I get this old rickety Sears like V-hole, and it's a little pond, basically. It's not a lake, it's a pond. So I'm out there, I had a pretty good day, and I'm coming back. And the rope that you tie up, it's kind of old, kind of, ripped up, but I was like, it'd be all right. So I can't remember, I think I tied it up or something, and I was stepping out, and by the time I did, the rope broke, and next thing I know, I look up, and there's water above me. I'm like, that's not good. So it dumped all my stuff. But I think I watched a YouTube video. The guy had like a 2-ounce sinker and a treble hook. So I dragged it up there and got most of my stuff back, all my rods back. So I take them apart, greased them, and dried them. But I'll never forget. It's just like I was in the water like that, and I just remember looking up, like see top of the water. I'm like, that's not good. But
well, I mean, it happens to everybody. Brian Latimer put a video up today about him falling off the boat.
Oh yeah, you do it long enough, stuff's gonna happen. So
and Pam says she'd have paid good money for some cold today.
Oh, I bet. And she was on last night. Pam's always a great guest. And hey, Pam, good luck tomorrow. And folks don't know they're gonna have a LBAA event tomorrow, and y'all tune in to lba.com. I'm sure Miss Pam's gonna bring some in. I got all faith and confidence she's gonna bring some good fish in tomorrow.
And let me just say that it's a 3-fish limit due to the lake and the regulations there. It's not that the ladies can't catch fish. It's just they're restricted to the 3-fish limit.
Yeah, and you see a lot. I know Dale Hollow, when we had to reschedule some events, that there was all 3 fish, boater and co-angler. So yeah, that's not nothing unusual that time of year. So they're trying to take care of the resource. So I understand.
Yeah.
Charles Charles will try to make me feel better.
He's fallen in more times than you want to remember.
Hey man, it happens.
I fished a club series for probably 10 years. And I'm fishing with a guy, and I say something to him, and he's up against his seat, in the front. And he said he rotates on his seat. Next thing you know, he's tap dancing down the gunnel.
Oh.
and this guy is in his 60s at the time, and he's going all the way down the gunnel. He just runs off the back of the boat.
Oh man.
He ran out. I said to him after we got off everything, I said, you didn't fall in, you just ran out of the boat.
Yeah, he ran out of room. He didn't have good enough brakes. Well, that's like old Pete Glusick. You remember Pete Glusick in that open? Yeah. His trolling motor rope broke, and he went head first in the water. Oh, national TV, and they kept replaying it. I'm like, oh man, poor guy.
I think that was Champlain.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, and he was doing good. I think he made the cut, but they kept replaying it. I'm like, oh my goodness, poor guy. Yeah. They laughed about it later.
It's tough to laugh about stuff when it happens like that.
It is, but then afterwards you kind of retrospect, and you're like, it ain't too bad.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse.
Yep.
So there was a time when Yozuri first came out. I want to say it was 93, 94 when they first came over here, and they had jerk bait. It was $7.99. Either $7.99 or $8.99, which would rival the $22, $23 mega bass now.
Oh yeah.
And my buddy and I are out, and we're casting. All of a sudden, he casts and he goes, "Where the heck is?" I'm gonna clean it up. Where the heck is my lure? And so he reels up on his bait caster. It's about 30 feet up into a tree.
Oh, man.
And the tree is probably about 10 inches round. And he's like, "Dude, go up there and get that for me." I look at him like he's like, "It's a long walk home." I'm like, "Yeah, You're right." So I go up. And the further I get up in the tree, and the closer the branches are getting to the water.
Oh yeah.
I get it out. He yanks it, sticks it into his groin.
Oh God, that went from bad to worse. Ooh.
So I get back in the boat, and he refuses to cut the hooks. He's like, "Look, we're just going to tie the boat up at the dock, and you're going to take the emergency room. They're going to cut the lure off or whatever." So I hit every freaking pothole.
Oh.
It might have been on accident, but it wasn't. It was on purpose.
Accidentally on purpose.
Yeah. And every time I hit one, he would yell a profanity.
Oh.
And let me just say, he used the F one a lot.
Yeah, I'd say.
I'm like, "Yeah, all right?" He's like, "Yeah, hurts." I'm like, "Well, it'd have been a lot easier if you'd cut your line."
Yeah, exactly. Man, God, live and learn.
He ended up paying a $500 copay. I'm like, "So if you'd have cut your line, you'd have probably lost about $20.
Yep.
Including the line and everything." I go, "Now you're out $500 plus the lure, because they mangled the lure because he didn't want to cut the hooks off."
Oh, come on, man. Yeah, I had a I didn't get hit in the groin, but Charles? Let's see.
I fished out of the back of a Ranger, had to pee. For some reason, I thought the ladder was locked, so I stepped on to keep from peeing in the boat and moved.
Oh man, that's a double whammy right there. It happens.
It does. It's stupid stuff like that we don't think about.
Oh, I know. And I actually took a clue from my good buddy Mr. Clay Dyer. He go to the boat and always, you always, get some on your rain gear. Eventually you got bibs on, which is always a pain in the butt. And he says, "Man, just put it down your knees and get tall as me, and it works. Put it down your knees and just get on your knees and walk to the end of the boat because you're steady, you're kind of low, and you do your business and you're all good." So but yeah, that's and I've only had one hook that I couldn't get out, and I had a little, I think it's an 1/8 ounce or 1/4 ounce rattle trap, and I got a little bitty 1/2 pound bass. You know how crazy they go, and so I get it in or do something, and all of a sudden I look and the fish is hanging from my thumb. I'm like, "Oh God, this ain't good." What happened? I think he jumped or something, and it went under my fingernail, so I couldn't push it through, and it was so far in there I couldn't cut it, and I was like, so I took the ring pliers, and just had it, just a hook.
Yep.
And it was largely so good. The nurses took whatever shot that is, cortisone, whatever. Yeah. So they pump it up, and it's numb as heck, and it's taken 2 of them to pull that out, and they're like, one's holding it down, one's just, and it finally come out. But I was like, I didn't feel nothing. But
well, to add insult to injury, the doctor asked my buddy if he could keep the lure to put on his mantle.
Oh my goodness!
I guess because we're making small talk with the doctor. Is this
Oh yeah.
And the doctor's like, "This happens a lot more than you think."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, there's
Oh,
guys that's got it in the, like back of their heads, their partner like cast, and I've seen guys, back of their neck or back of their head, they got like 2 treble hooks buried in there. It's like, whoo, not good.
yeah, we're fishing. Same buddy of mine fishing out of a 16-foot bluefin aluminum boat, and we're up at around the Koi Bay. It's a bay off of Lake Ontario, and I don't know why he has this DT75 on. I mean, it's about that long
Lord.
with a lip,
Yep.
about that long with a lip. But no, I don't know what it actually was, but we're fishing probably 15 feet of water, and I think he was digging a muck or something down there for the side. He casts, hits me in the back of the head with that bait. Oh, I can still feel it.
Yeah, burn. Oof.
He hit me, and it probably put me into a concussion because got dizzy, stomach ache,
Yep.
And he's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm all right." Why? He goes, "Dude, you got a lure stuck in the back of your head." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Because I didn't know. I'm like, "Dude, look there's an orange fish swimming." He's like, "Yeah, great. Come here, I need to get that lure out of the back of your head." And I'm like, "Seriously, there's an orange fish, and we have orange carp up here too."
Yep.
And I guess this went on for like 5 minutes, him and I arguing about. He's like, "I know that there's a bleep, 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 beep, beep, beep." And we finally get it out, and I'm like, "Hey, where's my rod?" And then we're looking in the boat, and it's not there.
Wow.
So I must have dropped the rod over the side of the boat.
Yep.
Luckily, there was a rivet that was sticking out on the boat, and my line was caught in the rivet.
Oh, heck. Wow, I saved a day.
Yep. He wasn't worried about cutting hooks on that one.
I say not. Oof.
Yeah.
It makes me hurt thinking about that.
Yeah. Our buddy, 3 nights in a row, buddy Scott leveled someone in his boat with a mullet to the head.
3 nights in a row. Wow, man, he's going for the record.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
And then Charles stepped on a treble hook, went through his foot, tried to use his pliers to remove it, and the other.
Oh. 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 Ooh, man, that's double whammy, man. Wow. Whew. Not a good day. That's not a good day for the home team.
No, not at all. But all right, Rob. How about you do one more story, and I think we'll call it a night.
All right. Let's see. I gotta give you a good one. Let's see. Well, I know everybody's heard about the one where the guy. Well, I'll go ahead and do it because a couple people might not have heard it. Well, I went to Cumberland one time to BFL. Had a young guy, and great guy. And it rained the night before, and he left the boat plug out. And so I launched him out, and we're sitting there, and this bilge is going crazy. He's like, "Oh man, I forgot to put the plug in." I was like, "Hey man, don't sweat, man. We got it. There's a bunch of guys bringing the trailers down. We'll just borrow a trailer, run up there and you can put it in. It's cold. It's like 40s." And he's like, "No, man, I got this. Grab my ankles." I'm like, "Huh?" He strips down his underwear, and I'm holding him by the ankles upside down, and he's scuba diving trying to put the plug in. Well, he gets it in, thankfully. He says, "Oh, I kicked my legs, pull me up." And luckily, he was like 120 pounds or something. But luckily, it was dark, and everybody didn't have cell phones in, so nobody got the piece of that action. So we make a pretty good run. I was like, "Man, you cold?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm cold." I was like, "Man, you should have used a trailer, man." But it's your boat. You know what you're doing. But luckily, everything, I thought it was going to go bad, but it went actually pretty good, besides him probably freezing his body parts off. So.
Yeah. So I'm exhausted today.
Oh, yeah.
Charles.
Oh, my gosh. Woo. Oh
No,
my gosh, man,
Charles,
that's even worse.
Charles, not to be have fun on your mishap, but was it with the opposite foot and hand, or was it the same side? Because I could see him playing hopscotch, trying to get in right hand,
Oh
left hook.
man. And did he have to drive himself to the ER? That's even bigger question. So
Medevac.
yeah. Now I've heard a guy that sat on, like, they was at a tournament, and it was like I had a hotel room and somebody sat on like a couple treble hooks. Oh, he said opposite. Okay, he said opposite. Still rough, man. Did you have to drive yourself there, man? Hopefully not. Hopefully you had a buddy or somebody drove you there, because that had to hurt.
I hate to laugh on his pain, but
Oh, he can laugh about it now because it probably happened a little while ago.
I'm picturing, visualizing this. Here he is trying to get out of the car. Oh, his mom had. Okay.
Yep. Okay. Well, at least you didn't have to drive, man, because I know you was hurting. You had to have been hurting.
I could see him folded like a lawn chair trying to hop into the ER.
Jeez. Whew. God, that makes my feet hurt now.
That makes my belly hurt.
Yeah.
I'm having so much.
Oof. Whew. They talk about a burn. Whew. You had it going on, man. Give me some pain meds like now.
Right? All right, folks. Well, hey, Rob, if you want to stay on, you're more than welcome to. I'm exhausted.
Oh, when I was 30, well, man, that was just a couple years ago, wasn't it, Charles? Come on, man. That was only just a couple years ago, wasn't it?
That's still fresh in his mind.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
No, I'm gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna grab a bite at and ate since I got home from work. But yeah, we enjoy, man, talking about stories and hearing you guys' stories. Thanks for the stories, Charles and Barking Rugers, man. We enjoy y'all chiming in, and we always have a good time. And like I said, me and John was talking about this, man. That's some of our funnest shows, just telling story time, telling stuff that's happened and different stuff. But it's funny how some stories we both kind of coincide, But it's good stuff though. But hey, man, we enjoy y'all. Oh, there is the legend himself, the legend. Hey, Dave, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, I hope all's going well with you. Hope things are going better with the situation. I'm not gonna air your news out here, so. But no, everybody take care, be safe, wear your life vests. Good luck to all the ladies in the LBAA tournament. And make sure you stay hydrated.
Yeah, and prayers out for our buddy KGB, man. That's tragic, man. He had a tick bite, and now he's got some kind of ventilator or something. But man, I mean, guy was in great shape. I mean,
Kyle Patrick.
Kyle Patrick. Yeah, good friend of the show, good friend of yours. But man, that's prayers up, Kyle. Hope you get back, and I know it kills you not to be fishing, and especially up your area that you're really good at, and you've had a great year. Hats off to you, but I know you'll be back, my friend. So we're praying for you, and you're in the some prayers, my man.
And diehard Anglers Absence. Have a great evening, everyone.
Yeah, Dave. I agree with you, Dave. Yeah, and they're everywhere this year. They've been bad.
Yeah. All right, folks. Well, y'all take care, and we'll see you tomorrow.
And like I say, we love you all.